Now, an age-old adage acknowledges that it takes a big heart to help shape little minds. This is an adage that appears to have defined the calling by St. Joseph's Rapogi High School principal, Erustus Nyagwa, to go the extra mile to finance the education of learners from poor backgrounds. His drive comes from his personal experience of having been turned away from school for lack of fees and tattered shorts. Achola Simon brings us the story.
St. Joseph's Boys High School, Rapogi in Migori County. I visited the school for a different assignment, but during my visit, my journalistic instincts kicked in when I noticed the unique relationship between the students and the principal, a fatherly and friendly relationship that one rarely experiences between a school administrator and the students.
Most of us tend to judge others, that we should not do that. Before you punish a student, before you make a judgment about his condition, make sure you get to know why.
My curiosity would drive me to understand why, and the findings would paint a picture of a man who is doing more than just instilling knowledge. The principal is just 3 months old in the school, but already has 2 students under his care.
It was on a Sunday mass when at that time I was a mass server, serving for the priest. And it was just Easter, the beginning of Easter. So when I was taking the holy water to the priest, I was having some challenges when walking with my shoes because they were worn out by the sides. So when I just took the water to the priest, even the priest came closer so that I may not struggle walking with him to sprinkle the holy water to the students who are being baptized. So that's when the principal saw me I had worn out shoes. Yeah, and after that is what he announced at the podium that he will decide to help me and buy for me the shoes that I'm wearing right now.
As we probe further, we realize that over the course of his teaching career, first as a teacher and now as a principal, Erustus Nyagwa has sponsored the education of well over 52 students from poor backgrounds.
The one who was cleared campus did human resource. There's one who is, others are taking education, one is taking medicine. There are several.
So what drives him to spend every single penny he has to help the needy in the society?
I was invited to join Rapogi High School, but my father was not able. When I went there, that the day I was also expelled. The deputy there told me that I was in rags. I would not expect such a student to be in school. So I went back.
That incident at Uriri Boys would see him join a less prestigious school in his village, which incidentally was his father's place of work.
The only thing that I remember that one day, I was a day scholar between Form 1 and Form 2. But one day we used to take lunch in school. I was seriously bullied. I remember one person, one of the students, gave me a plate to go and wash. And that was against the tradition at home. Men were not allowed to be around such places. I don't know why, yet my father was a cook. So when I sluggishly picked the plate, he slapped me and I flew from one corner of the dome to another corner. That is one thing that I'll never forget.
To get him through his high school education, his dad and 3 other mothers will pull resources together by doing manual jobs in the school, and the payment will go straight to his school fees. It is from his experience that he draws his lessons, optimistic that every person can chip in to educate a child and build a generation.
So if we can be honest with ourselves, then the resources available for empowerment of the society when it comes to education, then all will be well. But if we are dishonest, then the society we are living in will be paving way for the circle of poverty.
But does he have conflict with his family when spending most of his savings educating the less fortunate in the society?
I've never found a challenge, because as I also help others, God provides avenue for my kids they also go to school. And there have never been any resistance, even from my wife. There's cases where she is even involved.
He plans to have a structured way of helping more children in future who may have a thirst for education but little resources. His story gives credence to the adage that indeed it takes a big heart to educate little minds. Achola Simon, Sunday Express, Migori County.